Ponyo time! Ponyo, 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 Ponyo is a fish. Girl fish. So, Ponyo is a very interesting movie. Ponyo lives in the sea, but she looks like a chicken. She falls in love with the kid. What's the kid's name? Do you remember? I don't even know. She falls in love with this kid, okay? And this kid is like, "You're my goldfish, I'm gonna carry you in a bucket." And she's like, that was her face, right there. And so, he's like, "I love you, goldfish." And she's like, "Ham! I really like ham." And he's like, "Okay." And his mom is like, "Oh, your goldfish likes to eat ham." That's not weird at all, because that's what I feed my goldfish. I don't have a goldfish, but if I had one, I would not feed it ham, because feeding one animal another dead animal, I feel like is really weird. No, it's not weird? I don't know. I've always been a vegetarian, so I really don't know. But, like, I don't know. I feel like that's fucking weird. And then he's like, "Oh no, my goldfish died." She, like, escaped from all her identical clones and then drank her dad's, like, magic potions and then became a fish. A magic fish. Okay. So then she's with the kid, and then the kid, she dies, and then she leaves. Then she comes back as a little girl with, like, legs and arms. And then the kid is like, "Oh my god, Ponyo, you're my goldfish, and I love you." And then he goes to his mom, and he's like, "Mom, do you remember my goldfish that died? Well, she's back, and she's a human! Yay!" And the mom is like, "Yeah, so why don't you both get in my car and we'll go home?" Like, you're putting a little girl that you have never seen before, that your son claims is his dead goldfish, in your car. You are a great parent. And then she takes him back to her house. And then he's like, "She loves ham!" And she's like, "Ah, ham! What is Earth? Fish." And the mom is like, "This is not weird. Here's some ham." I have to drive somewhere. I don't remember where she was going. To, like, an old folks home or something. She's like, "See you kids later." Okay. And then Ponyo's dad is the king of the sea. Is this supposed to be? He's not the king of the sea? The kid's dad is a sailor.
Oh.
Ponyo's dad is the guy in the striped pantsuit who, like, is watering the plants. What is he? Do you remember? He's a wizard. So he's walking around, like, with a, I don't even know, it's like a tank strapped to his back with, like, a shower head. And he's, like, watering the grass. And she's like, "Guy, don't fucking put pesticides on my grass." He's like, "No, I have to water myself or I'll dry out." And she's like, "Oh yeah, okay." Yeah, I see guys watering the ground in front of them and they tell me that it's because they don't want to dry out. And I'm like, yep, that makes perfect sense. I really just love the mom in this movie. She is just so like, yup, I believe anything anyone tells me. Don't look at me like that, Bait. I don't believe anything anyone tells me. Don't stop. So, she goes to, like, the fucking old folks home or whatever, and Ponyo's dad is like, "Oh my god, ugh." So then he needs to meet Ponyo's mom, who happens to be a giant fucking water spirit. Okay, same question I brought up for Inuyasha. She's enormous. He's normal-sized. How did they bone? I'm really curious about this. How did that work? Please tell me. I'm really curious. Not even in a gross way, just... What? What? How did you have children together? I don't really understand, but alright. And he's like, "Oh my god, true love, the test of true love, the test of true love, it's a big deal." And it's all supposed to be the Little Mermaid, I think. Ponyo's Little Mermaid in this case. Oh yeah, Ponyo also, like, at some point they're all on, like, rafts, and she, like, looks at another family and she does, like, her chicken face. She's like... That's her chicken face. And they're like, that's normal. Kids make that face at me all the time. I don't know. Yeah, she likes ham. Yeah, that is interesting that nobody reacts to her. So then her dad comes, and then her dad traps, like, all the old people under a bubble for some reason. And this is the time for the test of true love. It's like a big test. They bring the kid down, and they're like, oh my god, kid, true love time, true love test time. Are you ready? Are you ready, kid? And the dad says the kid down. He's like, kid, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Would you love Ponyo if sometimes she was a fish? This kid is like 5. I don't know how many 5-year-olds you guys have met, but I teach preschool, so I know a lot. And the kid has the most realistic reaction I've ever seen, which is, yeah, that's fucking awesome. I wish my girlfriend was sometimes a fish. Yes, yeah. And he's like, okay, I guess she can live with you all the time then, because that's true love. True love is, if you would still love her if she's sometimes a fish. And then they're in love. And the mom is like, derp, 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 I don't know how to drive. Derp, 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 I don't know how to raise kids. Derp, 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 I will feed a goldfish ham because that's what goldfish eat, and I will believe everything my son says because 5-year-olds certainly know what they are talking about. Yeah, she's a terrible driver. I said that. I said she's a terrible driver. And I'm worse, but, you know. Yeah. So mom's a terrible driver. The dad is like, okay, I guess you really love her, so I'm gonna go back to the ocean and be an ocean wizard now. And the mom is gonna go back to being an ocean goddess? Spirit? What the fuck is Ponyo's mom? She's just a giant fucking ginger. I don't even know what... Okay. So, and Ponyo is now a girl, and she's not a fish. Yay. Yay. I don't know what else to say. This is just a weird fucking movie. Miyazaki outdid himself with the weirdness this time, guys. Alright, and she's like...